The Philippine Coast Guard presents to the public the anchor and the rope which were connected to the floating barrier installed by the Chinese Coast Guard in Scarborough Shoal. The PCG also refutes China Coast Guard's statement that their story was fabricated.
The mere fact that I have the anchor of the barrier that they laid out, I think I don't really have to respond with that statement that what we reported to the Filipino people that we cut the barrier is a fabricated one.
The PCG adds they are ready to act again if the Chinese puts the floating barrier back.
We no longer need to wait for the instruction of the President, because the mere fact that the instruction was already given, then there is no reason for us to remove it every time that the floating barrier will be reported.
The Coast Guard cannot say whether this move will now allow more Filipino fishermen to enter the shoal since the area is heavily guarded by China with or without a barrier. A maritime domain awareness flight was also conducted on Thursday over Scarborough Shoal.
We were able to monitor the presence still of 3 China Coast Guard vessels, 2 of which are inside the lagoon.
Video challenges between the Philippines and China also took place.
During the entire duration of the flight, we were challenged by the Chinese Coast Guard 6 times over the radio. Our intention really is to tell the world, not just our allies, the United States, but even other like-minded states, that this is happening in the West Philippine Sea.
U.S. lawmakers also slammed the continuing aggression in the West Philippine Sea in a Foreign Affairs Committee hearing.
Our partners in the region need our help, and our allies are questioning if the U.S. will be there to help if the CCP escalates aggression in the South China Sea.
The U.S. also backed the move to remove the floating barrier.
The Philippine Coast Guard took a bold step in defending their own sovereignty by removing a floating barrier installed by the PRC Coast Guard near Scarborough Shoal.
Washington also expressed readiness to respond to any armed attack on a Philippine public vessel, including the Philippine Coast Guard under the Mutual Defense Treaty. The Philippine government, on the other hand, is exploring legal and diplomatic options over incidents in the West Philippine Sea. Tristan Udalo, CNN Philippines.